you were expecting the unexpected, you may not be disappointed. Or will you? Find out in this very special episode of Tell You Later.
Sincere thanks to all those who support us on Patreon.
When we're not having fun at Gatorland, we watch Tell You Later.
Do not forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit like right now.
Hit it!
We haven't got a title song for this show, so we're singing this thing instead.
Okay.
It's really just a substitute. Nonetheless, the melody may stay in your head.
Oh, I hope so.
'Cause it's a tune.
It's a tune.
You'll love to croon.
You'll love to croon.
Ah, but there's one thing you should know. We have to confess we do not possess a title song for this show.
Ain't it peculiar?
Believe it or not, we haven't got a title song for this show.
Oops. Okay, everybody else mute. If you could mute your mics for a minute, that would be swell while we get organized. Except for Amber, who's going to pronounce the second longest name of any town in the universe.
Okay, so it's in Wales, Anglesey specifically. This is a bit of a spelling lesson for you all. I can't spell it myself, but I can pronounce it. It goes like this. Llanfairpwllgwngyll.
All right.
It looks like you said a lot more syllables than what you typed in the message.
And
Oh
is
yeah,
it
I can't spell it off by...
is it a city or a village? And it came out well.
It came out well?
It came out well.
Is that proper grammar?
I think it is good grammar, or perhaps it is well grammar.
It's well.
How much of that bag have you guys had yet?
I popped it myself. If you actually will tell you all about all the cool things that.
Yeah, we have a show called Adventures in Popcorn.
Yes,
which explains a
Adventures
lot
in
of it.
Popcorn that some of our patrons get to see. Has anybody seen any yet? Who are any patrons on here who've seen what the Whitmores? Have you seen our Adventures in Popcorn?
Yes, we did.
Okay, they get better.
I think I see Serena. Is that Serena?
Yes,
Raise your
hello.
hand. Let me put your name on there.
Okay,
Can I? How do I do that? Rename.
I don't know.
I'll show you. Watch. Rename. Katie Leigh.
And friend and
And
company
friend.
and CO period. That's good.
And
I used to be in a band called Alex Bevan and Friends, and I was the Friends.
Will, Ryan, and Katie. I'm going to do it because I think it'll go under us in the order that way.
Oh, okay.
Will and Kate. Well, you know who we are because you logged in. So, yay.
Yes. But I just want to point out that Alex had a lot of friends, but in the band, I was the Friends. That's the way it happened.
All
The
right.
other friend dropped out of the band, and I was it.
All right. I want to see. Oh, look, Minnesota, Vermont, Virginia, El Paso. Now I just and while you guys
Hondo.
while you're doing that, I just have to tell you, I've been waiting 4 days for the
Move that over.
4
Okay,
days
'cause only 3 were showing.
for the dryer repairman to show up. And do you know when he came? Right when this call started. Our audience, let's call it ODDIENCE, and we're letting
Which is a compliment.
and our community here. So we're being all real with you today, right? We're all chill. So that's what's happening. All right. So I guess I'll notice.
This is getting too hip for me. I'm going to have to leave.
Lakewood, Colorado. Rebecca's on Kokomo. Way down in Kokomo, Indiana. Can I?
You know what they say?
What do they say?
See. Oh, there's no ukulele like a Kokomo. Like a Kokomo ukulele. It's got about a sound that's so pleasing to the ear. Want to hear yourself perform upon it daily. And everyone who hears you play undoubtedly will want to say, hurrah, hooray, kaloo, etc. And by the way, etc.
That's great. Is that from Elma Aardvark?
Yes, it's from one of those records.
All right, we're
Victoria
gonna tell you.
Jackson sang it.
We'll tell you
On the
all
record.
about that. Wasn't that great? Yay!
Well, I haven't sung that song in 20 years.
We're so fun. So that is one of the things we get to do on our show. Tell you later. So
Songs I haven't sung in 20 years.
and even in songs that you may never sing again.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
But right now, Will has a band called. Someone wants to hear if you sing. Have you ever been to Odyssey? We
That's a
have
long name for a
request.
band, and I don't remember being in it.
All right. So we have
And
notes.
how is Ike anyway?
We have notes. We wanted to share some information with you. Oh, Idaho. Cool. I'm not distracted. All right. So,
Choose gum,
Choose
but
gum.
not at the same time.
is Dr. Blackard ever going to make an epic return? Probably.
But could I just say, I just wanted to say Audrey Wazalewski, because it's so much fun to say that. Now, go on.
Audrey Wazalewski is Katrina. Whatever happened
And
to
Audrey
Katrina?
Wazalewski.
Audrey Wazalewski.
I told her about that song Pico and
Yeah, I
Sepulveda,
know
which she was
Pico.
not familiar with.
Really?
It was a
Hey.
big hit on the Dr. Demento show.
Will was on the Dr. Demento show. What song did you have on there?
Well, there were two songs, I Like People and I Hate People. One of them was in the Funny Five
Oh,
for the year.
I'm guessing I hate people.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just guessing.
And that was before I moved to Los Angeles.
No kidding.
Yeah. So people would come up to Willie on Philly and say, we heard you on Dr. Demento. We
So
hear
you
you on
were
Dr.
already
Demento all the
a
time.
star when you moved here. Someone's raising their hand. Eva, yes, what?
What was your favorite episode of Adventures in Odyssey to record?
To record, which is
To record. I
'cause
think.
can I answer it first while you eat that popcorn?
Okay.
Okay. Remember your answer.
Okay.
If you had stopped after your favorite adventure episode of Adventures in Odyssey, I would have said learning to drive,
License
to drive, where I teach Katie how to drive. But then when you
That's
said,
our favorite too.
wow, yay.
What?
And but I honestly don't remember recording it. Not only do I not remember recording it, I found
That's because you keep making up a plot that didn't exist.
right. But one day, many years ago, I was checking in the side of my then automobile, and I was cleaning out stuff.
What did it turn into?
Well, I don't know. At the time, it was mine. It may have been junked years ago.
So it was
I
a
sold
then
it.
automobile, which is now
It
scrap metal.
at the time belonged to me.
Okay.
And I found a cassette of an Adventures in Odyssey episode. So I put it in the cassette player in the car. See, this is a long time ago. And I heard this episode. And it was from a year or two before, but I had no memory of recording it. And I thought, wow, this is a great, and I had no idea what was going to come up
And you were
next.
driving,
And I'm driving.
when you heard
Yes, right.
it. Whoa.
But
Whoa.
I loved that episode. And I thought,
Spooky.
wow, I don't even remember doing this because we used to do these very quickly,
Yes.
And there wasn't a lot of production involved in them. So it was basically up to the actors and the writers to do a show.
But I thought it was really funny doing I Slap Floor too, because we hadn't read the script ahead of time and I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, what's happening?
Yes, that was fun. That was
Yeah.
fun too. And last year I did an episode.
We have another question, by the way.
Okay, one more episode where Eugene goes on a ship, on a boat. And it was like the first funny episode for Eugene in about 4 or 5 years.
And that made you happy.
Yeah, except you weren't in it. So that made me sad.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
anyway,
Michael has a question. And then we'll ask Crew of One has his hand up. Yes, Michael.
This actually kind of relates to the License to Drive episode. I know that you guys have previously said that, that related to something you did in real life, driving across country to get to Colorado Springs, and the arguments that maybe you guys had gotten into. Are there any other episodes that maybe something in real life has come into play, in your acting experiences?
Wow.
yeah, too many.
We've done hundreds of them.
Seriously, too many. Even sad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as we just to clarify, we were already in Colorado. We were driving from Denver to Colorado Springs and back and forth. But we also have driven to Phoenix together. We had our Adventures in Oddity book. We did I think I have a copy of it. Yeah. This
is
book.
the new edition.
The new edition. When the red one came out, we drove to Phoenix to a coffee shop to do a live reading. And by the way, we're so happy you guys are here because we like talking to people. We're going to be at SonicCon in Virginia. If anybody's near Virginia in October, doing a performance with Fort Blanket Review, which we do with Phil. You need to scoot over a little bit. They can't see you. With Phil Lawler. We're going to do a Fort Blanket Review, and that's kind of fun. But anyway, so we did this. And, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. If you don't want to become a patron, how you can support us, if you want to know, you can order an autographed copy, your very own.
Through Katie's website.
Through my website, katieleigh.com. Oh, Olive has a copy.
All right. Well, it's a new one, too.
Oh,
Yay.
let's kiss our copies.
There are 58 more pages in the new one.
Okay.
And more cartoons in it.
Right. So you can order that, an autographed copy. You can also purchase a complete recording of Adventures in Oddity, the bonus chapters, the audio recording through.
I'm going to devote my full attention to
my website. Okay, you're going to read the next one? Go ahead. Okay. He's creeping me out.
I know.
Okay. You can also purchase a personalized video. If you don't want to be, regular thing, you can order that through our website. We've done that for people for their birthdays and special occasions, the two of us. And I can't promise, but Will just is kind of unstoppable when it comes to writing songs. So he often writes a personal song for people too, which is fun. Also, you can purchase and watch our video book on demand. You can just go to Vimeo. You don't have to be a patron. It's only $2.99 for 3 days. You can watch the video book if you want to. And Anchor FM has a link to donate if you just want to send a donation and help us keep that stuff online. Or you can send us popcorn. Okay.
Popcorn. This.
Like this. Big. Will buys this mushroom popcorn because he likes movie popcorn. Okay.
I call it Martian popcorn.
Martian mushroom.
It's the popcorn that we're going to plant on Mars.
There's another question, and then I'm going to ask a crew of one.
I think Olivia is going to go to Mars.
Have we ever had any theological or political disagreements with the writers? Next question. Popcorn related. I generally don't eat popcorn because it gets stuck in my teeth. I ate one kernel when I was at your home and it got stuck in your tooth. Well, I'm very sorry about that. Good. More for us. Okay.
Yeah, I got a question for you about an old Odyssey episode.
Is that Snowman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the recording of The Mortal Coil, you guys did Best Intentions or Good Intentions. I forget what the title of. And that's where Connie and Eugene are forbidding anyone from visiting Wit. And Tom ends up climbing the tree to get in there. Do you think that...
Oh, yeah, and he read him the story, huh?
Tried reading Pilgrim's Progress. Do you think that the writers decided to come up with that lighthearted episode after the heaviness of The Mortal Coil? Just because it was like a much different take.
Probably.
Odyssey.
I think your instincts are correct. I would bet that was absolutely on purpose.
Because it was like the next episode, and it was like, the Mortal Coil is one of my favorite episodes, but it was just like Best Intentions like helps get back to the humor of the show.
Yeah, I think, they always try to balance out the scripts, and they think about these things way ahead of time. They plan things like 6 months or a year ahead. So I'm not sure about those two. That was a while back, but they do plan it. Here's a question. I'll put on my reading glasses. Hello.
Hello.
Will, what is your favorite song you have wrote? I love all your music. And do you know it by rote?
I have went and wrote.
Yes.
My favorite. Let me do a different one. What's his name? Carp. And I need feet to run away from you. I am exactly 3 inches tall. Let's see. Do
you guys know? I mean, the reason we do our show is that we've worked on a lot of things together, not just Odyssey. Will's been in so many Disney things. He was Tigger's voice for 17 years. I did Dumbo's voice. We've worked on the Adventures of the Gummy Bears together. He's done so many things. And we love doing Tell You Later so we can tell you guys about it. Little known facts.
Well, my favorite song that Donald Duck did was Goin' Quackers. It was the title song, and it was Clarence Nash's big comeback as Donald Duck. And it was released as a single, and it got a lot of radio airplay around the country. And that was Goin' Quackers was sung by Donald Duck and Willio and Philio. And
wow.
And so that
do you have a gold record?
I have 3 gold records, I think.
I've never asked him that before.
Yeah, maybe 2. Let me try to remember. I've got one for Disney's Favorites, Volume 3, and one for Disney's Lullabies.
I think I have Disney's Favorites, Volume 3.
Really? That's right. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. Sheep's in the meadow, cows in the corn. Hey, where's that boy who watches the sheep? He's out picking flowers for little Bo Peep. But oh no, don't say I told you. Don't go quoting me. 'Cause if you do, old Mother Goose will go mad at me.
And you did a Mother Goose show, right?
Then he had a powerful fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men had scrambled eggs for breakfast again.
Hi. I'd like to meet you for a very long time.
Wow. Great. Well, I don't know if this qualifies as a meeting, but I think it does.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said you grew up with Odyssey, there was an airplane going overhead, and I was relieved to say you grew up. I thought you said something else. This one's from Emmy.
Do you think Everett and Leonard are ever going to come back?
Everett and Leonard ever coming back?
We said we hope so.
Someone says they recognize your voice on Garfield and Friends. Did you play a ghost?
Yes, I did. And did you recognize my competing ghost in that episode? Because I played a timid little ghost, and there was another ghost who sounded a little bit more like that.
Ooh.
And you know who that was?
Yes,
James Earl Jones.
Wow.
And it was fun working with him. I was impressed for 2 reasons. First of all, in person, he instead of being imposing like that, he was more like
he's very
sure. We could do that. Very, and I realized he stammered a little bit, which is it puts you at ease. It doesn't intimidate you. And also, he's one of 2 actors I've worked with who memorized all their lines before they came in. And then I found out years later, because he has dyslexia, and it was easier for him to memorize than to go into the studio and try to read. And of course, I've worked with Mark Hamill, and you probably have too.
I played his wife on a Oh Yeah cartoon for Nickelodeon.
Oh.
The Whittemore family wants to know, do you think we will ever do Short Connie and Eugene skits on Tell You Later?
Short Connie? Who's that?
Everything's unscripted on
Tell You Later. Yes.
Because we don't like memorizing or reading scripts.
What's your secret to life, basically, like for you guys?
If you can, if it's humanly possible, try to latch onto the affirmative.
I think we take life seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously.
That's true. That's a good one.
That's my motto.
Also, and wasn't Hal the funniest guy? Literally loved to laugh.
Laughter is the most important thing, but you gotta laugh. I mean, you just have to every day. It's so good for your tummy, and it's good for your endorphins, your
dolphins,
your front endorphins, your all those endorphins.
I was just wondering, besides your stuff on Odyssey that you're doing right now, what other gigs are you doing in the acting world? And is there any way we can recognize you in like TV or animation?
Yeah, every day on the Disney Channel, there's a show called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which I'm a regular on that as Willie the Giant. Now we're recording a new series for Disney's And now we're working on Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
Well, that sounds more fun.
I hope so. Yes, I think so.
I'm in a show that I think is out now, or it will be any minute, called Time Traveler Luke. And I do Luke's voice. It's pretty cool. It teaches history and science, and it was made in Korea. I also do a show called Chi Chi Love for little kids that's on YouTube.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I directed that show, and I play Rosie the dog's voice. Yeah, I directed it. Did you know I was a director?
I know you're a director.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you were directing
Just
that show.
because I tell you what to do, I also do, other
Right,
stuff.
yes.
Blade and Soul, I do video games. If you play Blade and Soul, I don't know if y'all are that kind of audience, but I'm on Blade and Soul. We just recorded that. Another game, Omniagi. I'm the system voice. So I do a lot of different things.
We just recorded something.
Oh, yeah. We also work for, I got my T-shirt, actually, from Abide. If you know the Abide app, I found this. It has still had the tag on it. So I decided to wear it today because I look very good in this color, as you probably noticed. So Abide, I've been doing some work for Abide, the that app, where I did one where it was eyewitness stories, where I played Mary, sister of Lazarus, and did her meditation. Then Will and I did one together, The Ant and the Grasshopper. I narrated.
This
Joseph.
one is unusual because the ant gets top billing.
Well, it's alphabetical.
Have you ever been to Odyssey?
Yes, I have.
A pretty nice place to be.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been to Odyssey?
Sure have.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to say no.
Oh, no.
Well, you have to come along with me.
Okay.
I don't know. I wonder what that chord is. That other places are okay, and it's just fine. But as far as I can see, well, Odyssey is mine. Oh, it's the place to be. As anyone can see, have you ever been to Odyssey? The rhythm rides the range, rhythm rides the range. They truck and whip along the trail, cause rhythm rides the range. Woo, rhythm rides the range, it up and rides the range. Doggies moving time for you, cause rhythm rides the range. Oh, the prayer is ringing, guitars are swinging, cowpokes are swinging, syncopated singing, rhythm rides the range, yeah. Rhythm rides the range. Your horses have to every step, because I have to say, I would sing this all the time, but there's been a pandemic going on, so I haven't actually sung this in front of an audience.
Can you tell I'm a big fan of his music? I don't perform these songs with him. I just listen and know him, and I love him, and I try to go to his shows. We got lots of music coming up, and more new stuff that you haven't heard, and stuff you have heard. This and more fabulous information will be coming your way on future episodes of Tell You Later and Welcome to Later. So please check out our Patreon page. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, go ahead and just text us, or however, you all know how to reach me through my website. You can email or in the comments on the YouTube page, and we will tell you later.
Tell You Later is a Patreon-driven entertainment show. So what are you waiting for? Come on over. Join us at patreon.com/Tell You Later.
One more time! It's even easier to play than it looks. Because he's just going to get mad. And I know we're going to find it because it's somewhere around here, right? I had it. I don't know. I don't think I threw it away. And I don't think it's in the freezer.